Please welcome to the show a very special guest, Mark Zuckerberg. So Mark Zuckerberg has been on a rebranding tour. He's no longer the unrelatable cyborg sociopath stealing all your data and selling it to corporations while strategically keeping you on his platforms by keeping you depressed because happy people spend less time scrolling trying to fill the void. No, not at all. Now he's a fun-loving everyman who does things like MMA training and bow hunting. You know, the kind of good old everyday bow hunting where your former Navy SEAL security team leader teaches you how to shoot a bow so you can take down a wild boar on your private island in Hawaii, and your private chef then cooks it up for your din-din. Zuck is just like you and me. And he wants you to know that you can now trust him and Meta and Facebook and Instagram. They're not a problem anymore. So what's the problem?
Trust in media has fallen off a cliff, right? So I don't think I'm alone in that journey. I think that's basically the experience that a lot of people have had is, okay, it's the stuff that's being written about is not kind of all accurate.
Oh, trust in media has fallen off a cliff. So not trust in you, trust in CEOs like you, trust in the richest people in the world like you, trust in techno-feudal overlords ushering in an age of dystopian surveillance and data mining. No, just the corporate media. It's just them. That's it. Okay, fine. You know what? I trust you, Mark. As long as everything you're saying is true, I'm all in.
It's not just the U.S., right? I think a lot of people in the U.S. focus on this as an American phenomenon, but I kind of think that the reaction to COVID probably caused a breakdown in trust in a lot of governments around the world. Because 2024 was a big election year around the world, and there are all these countries, India, just like a ton of countries that had elections, and the incumbents basically lost every single one.
Yes. Trust in media and government is broken down around the world, which is evidenced by countries like Mexico and India in 2024 refusing to re-elect the incumbents. If the people of Mexico trusted President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, they would have re-elected him, right? Except that he wasn't running for re-election because he constitutionally wasn't allowed to. That might have played a role in his loss, I think. And the new president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, is from his party. So his party did win re-election. So you got that wrong, Zuck. But how about India? Thank you, Mark, for making this strong point. If the Indian people trusted Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he would still be Prime Minister. Instead, he's been knocked down to the lowly position of Prime Minister. Okay, but if the people like him, then why does he have a disastrous approval rating of 70%? That's really sounds really high. So, Mark, in your speech about people losing trust in media, you gave two completely false examples of incumbents all over the world losing their seats. Thank you, Zuck, for having the courage to bring back bald-faced lies and falsehoods to our media and to the Joe Rogan Show. It had been upwards of 3 days since that had happened.